We are here to talk about coaching with AI. It is a brand new day. There are people trying to figure out what does the future of coaching look like. We are figuring out this frontier and we are sharing with you on a weekly basis what we are discovering so that you can keep your coaching practice up to date. My name is Michael and this is Marco. If you'd like to know more, visit us at journeyloop.ai. We have some things that we could share with you that can help you build a better coaching practice. Marco, what is your question?
As an engineer, I know what an AI agent is in my mind, and it's a very technical description. I'm wondering, you as a non-engineer, what is an AI agent for you?
Well, this word agent
Hmm.
sounds like secret agent man, like some sort of spy, but it's not a person, but it acts like a person and it can almost pass the Turing test, meaning if I provide it with some information, it will spit back something that looks somewhat human, but I know it's not a real human. Uh, I know that LLMs, large language models, are probabilistic, meaning they read what you are saying and then they predict word by word what is a good response that makes you see that there's some sort of value. And last observation, Claude is just like one big agent that knows everything, but then there are smaller agents that are a lot more specific so that they have a smaller context window. So possibly you're like working with not a layperson that pretends to know everything about everything, but an agent would be like a subject matter expert. Is there any truth to what I said?
So I think on a very literal level, we can say an agent is someone with agency or something. Talking about AI. Does that make sense? Someone with agency, someone who can act in the world.
Oh, kind of like open claw, they can go explore things and then come back to you and
Sort of.
report
So the
things.
special thing about OpenClaw was that OpenClaw was the first one that actually had a sense of personality. I think a lot of AI agents that were out there up until that point, they were ephemeral. You gave them a job and a description and they did the job, but it's not like you had a relationship with them. And they would remember things about you and read things about you and then act and be proactive, right? They were just job executors. But OpenClaw came around and it felt so personal. Like it got to know you, it kind of had its own personality.
Pause.
Hmm.
I know a lot of coaches out there are hearing what Marco is saying and they're like, what? AI is going to get to know us? Like, is that even possible for AI to get to know us? Is that safe? And talking about it with Marco, when it's done well, yeah, it can be safe. I mean, this is all new frontier. And if you wrap your head around allowing an AI agent to get to know you, what are the
Hmm.
benefits? How could this benefit a coach?
Well, if you want AI to help you in your personal life, the agent needs to know about your personal life. There is no way around that, right? If you've ever opened just a blank ChatGPT window and a blank ChatGPT account, right? The first time you went there, it knew nothing about you. And so you would ask it a question that maybe a friend or a colleague would have been able to answer right away because they know the context in your life. But ChatGPT is like, oh, what do you mean? Who is this person? Who is this company? What is this task? I don't know. What is your job description? What do you want from me? And so that's what we call context, right? The context of a conversation. And so in order to be able to help you, the agent needs to have that context of your life, of your coaching practice. And that is scary. No question about that. It's scary, right? Opening up about your relationships, putting it out on the internet, maybe your goals, your fears, your strengths, your weaknesses, your blind spots, whatever it is. But it's the same as with, a good coach or a therapist. You have to reveal these things in order for the other person to actually be able to help you.
So I know it's brand new. It's a whole new way of looking at the world when you invite AI into the room. And sharing your personal information seems scary because the fear out there, your personal information is going to train AI models. And therefore, these AI models are going to take your intellectual property. They're going to take the names of your clients and they're going to put it into this big bowl. And therefore, you might be jeopardizing your client's confidentiality. We figured out a solution. We can share more about that over the next couple of episodes. Assuming that everything is safe and you share all of your personal information within reason, of course. I don't think the AI needs to know that your dog's name while growing up was Indy. I mean, if you want to share that, that's fine, but you know, that's your personal choice. Sharing what's going on in your practice, that's where the benefits come from because AI can, this is something that Marco and I really believe in, can help you identify patterns that you've never seen before. It can help you find blind spots, those things that you just refuse to look at. And it also has an amazing memory, so it can track growth over the weeks, the months, the years that you use it. But translating that into practical terms like day one, how does that benefit a coach? One of them is just helping you feel confident as a coach. You go in there, you coach your new client 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. It's a great conversation. You get off the coaching call, and if you're anything like me, you go, that was good. What made it good? What were my strengths? Ooh, that part was kind of, ugh. Well, it was ephemeral. I'll forget all about it. Who cares? Maybe it'll come up again. But it just sits there and you think about it. And that is one immediate benefit of AI and coaching is that you have a constant companion that can be there to help you process what's going on in the coaching sessions. Are there any other benefits?
I think there are benefits in the sense that we can create very specialized personas with specialized knowledge, right? Let's say we could create an agent whose only purpose it is to look at one coaching session and really help you understand what was going on through the lens of the ICF core competencies. So that specialized agent would just be trained in all the ICF core competencies and would only have that one very job. But if you asked it, hey, what should I do about my pricing or my marketing, it would know nothing about it. But then you could create another agent who is an expert in understanding marketing for coaches and sales for coaches and pricing packages and all of that stuff. And
This is
then,
something that a lot of my coaching friends struggle with. It's like, how do they pick a niche, something that they can really dig into and position themselves and brand themselves as that coach and know that people will become knocking on their door for that kind of coaching?
yeah, to me, that specialization aspect is just the most fascinating thing because if you can think of a persona that would be helpful for you in your life, you can create that persona now.
Wow. I mean, for me, just take a moment. 10 years ago when I started coaching, I didn't know what I was doing. Do you actually know how I started coaching?
Wait, no.
I
I don't.
we we had a Marco and I belonged to the same martial arts dojo, and we had a fundraiser, and it was a silent auction, and I was a teacher, and I volunteered 3 hours of coaching and somebody actually bought it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try coaching. I mean, what is the difference between teaching and coaching? And that was my first step. uh, I made $150 for that fundraiser. And I thought, well, it's a community thing. If I'm not very good, it'll just be what it is. But after that, I slowly started to realize what my niche was. I knew how to market it. And it took me like 4 or 5 years of just figuring that out as I did other work in the background. I can imagine an AI agent helping somebody shorten that runway. You have a person, an AI agent, looking at your transcripts, helping you understand what that, I'll use a sales term, product market fit, PMF, as a way to help you understand how to like network and share what your value is so that you can get more clients. I mean, think about it. You could just do that in the evening. You don't have to like pay out some sort of huge consultant fee, and you don't just get 1 hour of like frameworks. You get an AI agent that can know you closely.
Mhm. Not just that, right? I mean, these agents, they don't sleep. They can work for you around the clock if you want them to. They can go search the internet for things that you need, potential prospects, do market analysis, compare your own offers to the offers of other coaches, how to position yourself, how to actually find your niche so that you are unique in the things that you offer. All of these, I'm just like spitballing here, right? But if you can think of a very specific blind spot that you have or a need, you can find a way to create an agent, or let's call it just a system that supports you in that very specific area that is so specific to just your personal need and not built for a whole group of people out there that needs to fit a certain pattern, but it can be personalized to you.
This is such a brand new way of thinking. And Marco and I, we want to bring it into the coaching world. And this is why we're doing this podcast. I mean, I hope that this is evoking awareness, new ideas in you that get you really pumped up to be able to think, what can coaching be with AI? So, this is our first episode. Let us know what resonated, what you want in these podcast episodes. What questions do you have? What comments? Because we want to have a deeper conversation with all of you out there about the future of coaching with AI. There are so many different ideas out there. It is really the wild, wild west. And it's not just in coaching. In my day job, which is a lot of communications coaching, a little bit different from ICF coaching, I get to hear startup pitches in Silicon Valley, and everybody is pitching how AI can just be the disruptor to almost every known business out there. I also help tons of leaders think about what their AI strategy is at work and how to communicate it. And over again, it requires a mindset shift. The one thing that stops most of these pitches is, what are the immediate benefits? Well, we're going to figure that out, because there are immediate benefits. Definitely, having used AI in my own coaching over the last 2 years and developing Journey Loop, which is a platform, an ecosystem that supports coaches who want to integrate AI into their coaching. It has changed the way that I think. And it's amazing to see things from this point of view, especially for somebody who's getting older, in which I don't know how many times I can do a huge paradigm shift. Maybe I've got one left in my body before I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to keep with this mental model for the rest of my days. If you are interested, let us know. You can go to journeyloop.ai. A few things. One is we have a survey that we want you to share with your clients. This survey is what tools or what functions would clients want with AI to help them better achieve their goals? In between sessions, is it a reflection tool? Is it an accountability buddy? Is it a growth tracker? We'd love you to share this with your clients as a way to help us understand what they would want with AI in their coaching sessions. The second thing is we have a roundtable discussion almost every month that we invite you to come and share your thoughts about coaching with AI. What are your fears? Where are you holding tension? Come and discuss this with us. And that way we can help elevate the discussion that is in the coaching world about the future of coaching with AI. Last
Next
word.
one, Wednesday, August 5th, 10 a.m. PST.
Wonderful. See you there.